Way too many adults and even teenagers are suffering from anxiety and depression. Most people think that mental health problems start up here in brain number 1, but this is your second brain. 1,000 years ago, Hippocrates knew that all disease begins in the gut. And now modern scientists know that what happens here affects what happens up here. Poor gut health has been linked to depression, anxiety, and a bunch of other mental health problems, including food addiction. If your high school health class was more than 20 years ago, like mine was, you probably never learned about the good and bad bacteria living in your gut. This field of good and bad bacteria make up what's called the gut microbiome. In a healthy gut, there are more than 30,000 different species of these bacteria. Think of your gut like this picture, a bunch of species living together in relative harmony. There's lots of food sources and lots of diversity. But if you take some antibiotics, breathe in some pollution, drink some alcohol, smoke some tobacco, and if you embrace the modern American diet, which is a bunch of processed food, then instead of this happy ecosystem, your gut looks more like this wasteland. Right now, 1 out of 5 American adults have irritable bowel syndrome. This damaged or unhealthy gut leads to metabolic problems like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. It leads to respiratory problems, to mental health problems, cardiovascular problems, skin problems, hormonal health problems. It affects your overall health. Perhaps the biggest problem is that it creates a negative feedback loop. Poor gut health leads to poor mental health. Poor mental health leads to poor food choices. And poor dietary choices lead to more unhappy bacteria. If you struggle with any of these things, let's talk about how to break this cycle and reverse it. Most people think that they should be taking probiotics. Probiotics are different strains of bacteria, and people are taking probiotics to put these in their gut, hoping to add some new species to the garden. The problem with adding new species to an unhealthy gut is they're likely to be transient. If your gut is unhealthy, it lacks the diversity and the food sources for these new species of bacteria to survive. Step 1 of a healthy gut is actually to focus on prebiotics. Another word for prebiotics is fiber. Eating dietary fiber supports the beneficial microbes present in your gut. Those microbes ferment the fiber to produce short-chain fatty acids. And these short-chain fatty acids can help you heal your gut. If you have a damaged gut, dysbiosis, or leaky gut, and you want it to look normal and healthy, pretty much any report or study you read will tell you that it starts with fiber. When fiber gets into your gut, the microbes ferment the fiber to create those short-chain fatty acids, and good things start to happen. Whether you struggle with digestive health, or mental health, or any of these associated problems, by eating more fiber, you can fix this brain.